Yes, good morning, guys. Good afternoon, good evening. From wherever you're watching the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand, never forget it, around the world. Big up to you. Smash that like button before we get started, please, as this episode is dedicated solely to those crying gunners at the Emirates last night. It's myself, AGT, and Freestyle DM, a.k.a. Doyle, a.k.a. Doyle.
What's that in below?
How are we, Sean?
Over the moon, lad.
Are you over the moon?
No,
I'm not over the moon.
Right, I'm not over the moon. Right. I'm content.
Content.
I'm
That's the
happy
word,
with
isn't
a
it?
point away at the mighty Emirates, eh? The mighty Emirates. Yeah, I'm happy with that, lad. How are you?
I'm all right.
Yeah.
We might as well jump straight into it.
Why
The
not,
game
buddy?
At the Emirates yesterday, 4:30. Arsenal versus Liverpool. Before the game, we were told about this injury crisis.
Injuries.
Which it wasn't really a crisis.
had
I mean,
two.
they had Saliba out, Odegaard out, and that was it.
And who did Liverpool have out?
Alisson,
The best goalkeeper in the world.
and our best, most clinical striker.
Mad. We both had two.
Harvey
two
Elliott,
strikers.
Chiesa, Conor Bradley, who played there in the Cup last year.
We can just focus on them two, yeah. So Saliba, yeah, and Odegaard, Jota, and Alisson. That's it. Two each first team players out of the team.
You know what?
Discussion done. Can't blame
And
injuries.
to back that up, I actually went through the lineups yesterday. Arsenal had 9 of their starting 11 who usually start, and we had 8.
Honestly,
So anyway, we'll start chronologically, right? The game didn't start great for Liverpool. We went 1-0 down.
Yep.
Robertson got absolutely smoked
yeah, Saka was exceptional.
by Saka, who, I mean, we know it already, but he's the second best right winger in the
He's
league
sick. He's
after
so sick.
Mo Salah. I think he's the youngest Arsenal player to reach 50 goals. And
If you're doing that to Robbo, lads, bro,
well, now there's a
smoked
whole
them.
thing of, do we need a new left back now?
No, I think you've just got to accept that sometimes when you're playing against. I nearly said it.
Oh,
See, that
it's late.
nearly slipped
It's
on me now.
late.
When you're playing against top class wingers, you're going to get done. You're going
It's
to.
an occupational hazard.
Yeah,
It's
exactly,
like
lad.
part of your job might be to get smoked
And
once
you
or twice
did.
in the game.
You got nutmegged as
and
well,
he
lad.
got, bro, when I saw the replay and the nutmeg and the fact that he fell over after,
Hello,
I
lad.
went, we've
Oh,
all been there.
yeah.
We've all been there.
Once
playing
or
football.
twice,
We've
yeah.
all been there and got smoked.
It's okay, Robbo.
We're 1-0 down, but the response was good.
Set piece to set pieces, lad.
We played Arsenal at their own game. We scored against them with a set piece. The movement, do you know what? The corner itself wasn't great,
I know,
but it
innit?
was the flick on
Yeah,
from
it was.
Diaz.
Yeah.
Right?
Unless that was,
This
lad.
man, Luchito's way.
Unless
Shout
that
out
was
Ruby.
actually intentional, because that is a type
Maybe
of
it's
routine.
intentional, but Havertz didn't expect
flick
Diaz to
on.
get in front of him and
Yeah.
flick it on, and then the flick on is unreal.
Yeah.
If you actually watch it back, Van Dijk, being Van Dijk, throws Partey out the way, but then Partey still has a chance to throw Van Dijk out the way, but then it's the bravery, he gets his head onto
could
it,
get
and when
kicked.
that goes in, it's so weird, because as the corner was about to be taken, I said out loud, Van Dijk header, and we scored from a Van Dijk header, so it's 1-1, and you're thinking, right, we've just scored against them with a set piece. We know they're so dangerous at set pieces, to the fact that whenever they do get a free kick, their set piece instructor chewing his gum.
On the
camera
telly, on the
pans to
screen
him.
and
I've never
anything.
seen anything like it. The game has gone, mate. Yeah,
No,
the game has gone.
It's mad.
Why is refs and set piece instructors getting on podcasts, and it's just not on for me. So anyway,
Antagonists
we
of
give
the
them a
game.
silly free kick. All right, Diaz, I'm going to be honest, Diaz didn't have a great game.
Didn't.
Really, one of his poorest games for Liverpool. So, yeah, from the silly free kick that we gave away from Diaz, Rice puts the ball down. I don't know about you, but I knew they were going to score from
Yeah.
that. You know, we line
Brilliant.
up with the 5 or the 4 in a straight line. They have their 4 or 5 just behind them. And then what they do when the ball's kicked, they intercept the 4 with 4, and then they get in the
Spare man.
spaces. 10 out of 10 delivery from Declan
Their
Rice.
set pieces are the best, lad. There's no doubt
It
about
was a
it.
Trent-esque cross. It was a
Brilliant.
Beckham-esque cross. It was a Gerrard-esque
Great finish
cross.
as well from Marino.
And Marino, after missing a sitter before that,
Yeah.
which again, that was a silly free kick to give away. I think it was McAllister. We get punished. And going into half time at 2-1, we probably deserved it.
Absolutely, they were the
We
better team.
probably deserved
First
it.
half, they were the better team. I watched Martinelli cook Trent, and I watched Saka cook Robbo. That happened, lad. Simple as that.
And
Set
Partey
pieces were
locked
good
up
from
Luis
them.
Diaz as
They
well.
were good, lads. No one's taking away that they were good the first half. But then 15 minutes happened where Arteta said something to them, and they come out. And what did they do, lad?
Sit back.
Sit back, lad.
Sit back.
They're at home, right? They haven't had any injuries up to this point, right, in the game so far. And they're sitting off, waiting for Liverpool to put pressure on them. One of
Yeah.
the best teams at scoring goals in the league, in Europe. And they wonder why they've drew 2-2 at the end of this game, lad. So, come out at half time. I'm a little bit wary, right? I'm like, yeah, they've done us there that first half. This is a big test for us. The 12th man as well. What a noise from the Emirates. I've got to give them credit for it, right? It was loud in there, so they should have done better for us. But they didn't. They sat back. They invited pressure from Liverpool. We hit the post early on in the second half as well. We had a few shots.
Who hit the post again?
I can't remember.
We did, or they did?
We did.
Did we?
Yeah, I think so. Or did Mo Salah miss?
In the first half?
I know which one I mean. Yeah, he missed.
Yeah, that was a good chance.
Yeah, it was.
That was a good chance.
When Gabriel missed it.
Why is Salah trying to whip it near post?
I don't know.
Why are you not having the confidence to start out wide and curl in?
I don't think he expected it. I think
he didn't expect it, but he still had a bit of time to go right.
Could have been a touch, if I'm honest.
The ball's not bouncing. It's just flat on the floor. Yeah. The keeper's running back to his goal. There's no one in front of me. It's like he's trying to do them with the eyes, but it's such a weak effort. You've got to aim away from the keeper's going that way. Don't put the ball that way. Aim it. I know it's easy for us to say.
Yeah, I was about to say, right? We to speak about the best goal scorer we've ever seen in our team.
But at the same time,
I get it.
2 years ago, that's a goal, in my opinion. But anyway, we had that chance. But again, the goal and that, we had nothing else apart from that. So we go into half time thinking, right, massive second half needed here.
Yeah, huge.
And I think Arteta probably thought they're going to attack us, right? They're probably going to score. Sit back, be compact, don't give them any chances. And the second half starts, we start really well.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many things, touching points that happen throughout the game. In fairness to Arsenal fans, Luis Diaz should have got booked for kicking the ball away.
Should have.
He didn't get
definitely,
booked.
yeah.
We can say that was a yellow
He done it like
card.
3 times as well, or something like that, which is fair.
Did he get a yellow in the end?
I don't remember.
I don't think he did. So, yeah, he should have been booked. But then now comes the crunch moment, right? 81 minutes, Liverpool score. And I have to say, that was from an Arsenal attack, Doyle.
It was also, lads,
it was Konate.
They had 4 men at the back there, right? They have adequate numbers to deal with that pass over the top. But it was such exquisite play. It was Trent's ball over the top to Nunes, and the intelligence between Nunes and Salah. Honestly, I love their relationship with one another.
Assists that Nunes has given to Salah.
The only player that's got more is Bobby. Lad, this 21. Their relationship is beautiful. Now, he's helping Nunes develop. That's exactly what I want from Nunes. Get in behind and pass it to a goal scorer, lad. You've done it perfectly well. He was too quick for the defender.
An unorthodox pass, but
it was brilliant, though, lad. That's the exact type of stuff that Nunes can produce, right? That normal players in their technique don't really have the body shape to sort of do something squiggly like that. He just, you know what I mean? Like his leg looked like it was like.
He's almost falling over.
Yeah.
Hit it with the back of his
boot. It was weird. Yeah, but it went to Mo Salah perfectly in his stride.
Before we get to the finish of the goal, Doyle, there's an Arsenal attack. Lewis Skelly plays the ball in behind for Martinelli. And Ibu Konate, right? We heard Lee Judges big him up last night. And I think when Arsenal and rival fans see him in the flesh, they realise how good he is. Martinelli had the ball. It was a poor touch. And he saw Konate and went, I can't be arsed. He just gave up. And then Konate gives it to Szoboszlai, plays it across the Trent. And Lewis Skelly out of position, I mean, he's a young kid. He will learn from that. And it was almost as good, if not better, than Ben White's ball over the top for Saka. But the way Trent put it on a plate, and then Mo's run into it and then goes, actually,
I'm onto this.
I might as well just run into the middle because I don't know who's faster. Is it Mo or Darwin? I'm not sure.
Nunes is faster now, what he is, but it's the intelligence. And Mo somehow manages to share his intelligence and experience to Nunes telepathically. It's mad.
Brilliant from Nunes.
He gives him options. He gives him... Yeah, he just gives him options, lad. He gives him different things to do in the game that Nunes needs support with.
That ball was for Salah.
Yeah,
let's be honest.
It was
for Salah.
But Nunes hooked onto it.
He sees Nunes running and he goes, right, there's no centre-backs in position. I'm running to the middle. Can you find me? And again, it's quite an unorthodox pass, but it was a great pass.
In between bodies.
To the point where it's just rolled nicely on the floor. Salah cannot miss. If he missed that, there would have been...
On his left foot.
There would have been murders last night. So he scores that. It's 2-2. And at that point, are you thinking... Because I was, with 10 minutes to go, I'm like,
3-2 now. 3-2, lad.
Win this.
Yeah.
Like, we smelt blood a little bit. And that was the first time that I saw that bravery and that intent from Liverpool yesterday. I thought in the first half there was no bravery. We weren't pressing enough. The passing was awful.
They were better.
It was actually the worst half of football I've seen under Arne Slot.
Do you know what? Credit to him as well. He come out and said, Arsenal were the first team that we've played that were better than us. And they were. That first half... You were a better football team than us, lad. Second half, though, we sushed it out, and your manager played the wrong tactics against us, and we were better as a result.
And Timber came off, Gabriel came off.
Fair play, like they are suffering there, and we should probably capitalise on the fact that we did. But we did. We scored the equaliser, and we put pressure on you. So We didn't win the game, but we did capitalise on them players going off. That's the reason why Núñez was able to get through and able to do that pass, right? So I don't understand this thing of we should have won and we should be embarrassed as well. Like, we're a transitional team.
Also,
you're supposed to be challenging for the title. Your manager said at the start of the league, we're going to win the fucking title, lads. Like, we're not supposed to be here. Yeah. I don't understand it. We're just happy with this because we're in a transition. We just lost our best manager ever. Where were you after Wenger left? Crap. Like, I don't understand. I'm sorry, I'm getting worked up about it, lads, because honestly, the moaning and the it's like deflection, and when in reality, you guys weren't good enough to win the game, and that is all, lad. You can't blame the ref, you can't blame anything other than yourselves. It's mad.
But they have blamed the ref. So now we get on to the touchy moment of the game, because there was a great opportunity. If Endo saw the pass, he could have put Núñez in, and then we could be sitting there thinking, right, we've won 3-2. But let's break this down now. Because Gabriel goes off injured, and I have to say, I hope he gets better and he recovers.
No one wants to see injured players.
The injury was because he dived on the floor.
I know. and that's another thing, by the way. They're all talking about why are Arsenal getting these things about dark arts. Your players are on the deck every 2 seconds when you're leading the game. Not when you're not. When you're drawing or you're ahead, you're not on the deck. I mean, or losing, you're not on the deck. But as soon as you're winning, you're our boys, and you just got to take accountability for that. It's fine. It's part of the game.
You're not supposed to see them. They're supposed to be hidden. Yeah, these aren't dark arts.
But they push it right to the edge, right? Yeah. And that's fine. That is part of the game. But you've still got to accept it. It's accountability, lad. Like, that's how you play, and that's fine. It's okay. Atletico Madrid made a living out of that, and they were fantastic for it. It's okay, but just accept it.
All right, so just before we get on to the disallowed goal, the interviewer says to Van Dijk, did you sense anxiety when Gabriel went down, another Arsenal player injured? He said, another player. They've only got 2 injuries. So in the end, Liverpool actually did what they did and got the draw, and we can take that on paper. I would have taken that before the game.
Absolutely. So let's talk about it then.
We talk about the disallowed goal, right? I'm watching a replay of it right here in front of me.
It's on my phone right now. Yeah.
Yeah. So the ball was headed out by Curtis Jones. Kirill right over the top of Szoboszlai. Havertz, it hits his arm.
Yeah.
And he elbows
just to clarify,
and then he throws Trent in the goal.
That's an arm. See that's your sleeve, and this part that connects your elbow to your hand is called your forearm. Yeah. You're not allowed to touch the ball with that part of your arm, just so we know it's
football.
Yes.
So I mean, do you know what? Initially, I'm going to be honest. There's a slight bit of revision here from me. Initially, I thought that's soft, right? Because when you're there and you can't really
in the
take
ground.
it all in, but when you watch it again, there's actually 3 or 4 things that you can pull up for, right?
I'm sorry, I'm sick of this argument as well of he out-jumped him. When you out-jump somebody, right, your body is flat. You don't lead with your thigh and your hip into the back of somebody. That's a foul. And anybody saying that, Dom knew that this was coming like Harry Kane used to do. Go and watch the video. He's not even looking. He doesn't scan to see where anybody is. He's literally walking backwards, not taking a look, doesn't notice anyone's there and gets bodied, lad. I don't understand this, lad.
They're obviously crying because they think it's late on. They seem to think there's some victim agenda against them.
It's frustrating. It's not Arsenal. It's not Liverpool. It's everyone except City. You need to understand that. Do you know when Tosin never got sent off against Liverpool? The key word there was Liverpool. We were the ones that had aggrieved because we have to play against 11 men when we should be playing against 10. That's not Arsenal being a victim. That's us. We suffered that result, that decision. I don't understand it, lad. It's frustrating the hell out of me watching them moan all the time.
In my opinion, this is why they won't win the league.
Because they're too emotional. Look what's happening to me, right? This is why I'm not a professional footballer, lad. I'm great at football, but I could never be professional because I lose my head, right? So Arsenal, I've said it before, are at the worst when they're emotional, lad. They really are, and they just need to keep on and be professional, and that's how they'll win the league, right? Decisions are going to go against you the same way they're going to go against Wolves and Liverpool, and unless you're City, you're not going to get favourable decisions. That's it. End of. Done. It's not you. It's not us. It's everybody except City. That's it.
Yep, I agree. So it's the foul on Szoboszlai, the handball plus elbow on Konate, plus Havertz has thrown Trent in the net. One
more thing. The referee has blew before the whistles even in the back of the net. If you watch it, all of the players have stopped. It wouldn't have counted anyway. Like, this is just, there's no agenda. You just weren't good enough to beat us at home when you should have been. And I'm sorry.
Bro. If they don't win, they blame the refs. So
honestly, what's going to happen now, right? This is the reality of it. They are frustrated that they're realising that they might potentially not win the league again after playing the best football they've seen in ages, and I understand it. I'm a Liverpool fan, lad, but you're going to look for people to blame now as a result. The referees have definitely give bad decisions in your direction, like everybody else though, not just you. And your manager, honestly, I think that's where you're going to turn to next, lad. If you don't get anything out of this season, are you going to be Arteta in? Because I can't see it, lad. I already see certain fans now saying Arteta's doing this, Arteta's doing that. So
I've heard people saying get him out. I mean, Troops has said if he doesn't win, he's got to go. Big up to Curtis Shaw, who's a good mate of mine, big Arsenal YouTuber. He says Havertz catches Konate with the leading arm. The foul was the correct decision, and he's an Arsenal fan. There was also the 67th minute when Gravenberch and Trossard are going for it. Gravenberch wins it, kicks it against Trossard's face, and they give a foul for it. So listen, there was decisions that went both ways. I don't think Anthony Taylor had the greatest game whatsoever. Obviously, Arsenal fans saying there's corruption, PGMOL, conspiracies. And like I said, 5 Arsenal Fan TV fan cams mentions the ref.
Like
BA
last season.
Stricto, refs want Liverpool to win.
No, they don't.
Ref conspiracy theories from Robbie. Fed up with the ref, says Lee. Anthony Taylor to Sunday League, says another person. And then Robbie on Kop TV yesterday said Anthony Taylor got it wrong, but he didn't.
Liverpool had 5 red cards in 7 games last season, yeah?
4 in 8.
4 in 8, right? Ridiculous amount of red cards, but we weren't moaning. We just got on with it. 2 of them got rescinded, by the way. Shouldn't have been red cards. All of yours, have there any of them been rescinded?
No.
There we go. Like, it's so
I'm just watching the ball from Trent again. It's so clever that Darwin's clocked onto it, and the pass
smart, lad.
is smart.
It's exquisite, lad. That's a beautiful
and do you know
goal.
What? In the last couple of weeks, right, we've seen Nunes really contribute against Chelsea. Didn't score, but really contributed. It did I mean, I might as well start calling him Darwin did everything but score Nunes.
He's like a bulldog, isn't he?
And
He
then
just bodies
obviously
everyone.
gets the goal at Leipzig, plays well, and then yesterday gets the assist for the equaliser. So although he's not banging in the goals, 5-10 goals already this season, he's got 2. Yeah. He is helping out in different ways, and if you're not doing that, then it is time to go. But at the minute, I'm happy with Darwin Nunes' contribution. Let me know in the chat. Are you as well?
Similar to Dom, right? Work rate is great. Just needs to get them goals or assists or whatever he needs. But Nunes is doing well in my opinion.
Yeah.
Curtis didn't have a great game though.
So that was my next point, actually. Obviously, there was a lot of hype to bring in Curtis over Szoboszlai. Didn't have a good game.
No.
Do you know what? No one had a great game.
No one did.
Apart from Ibu, maybe.
Ibu was the only one, but he still had some dodgy moments as well.
I mean, he obviously won the ball against Martinelli in the box. That was a nervy moment because he loses he wins the header, but it kind of goes back into trouble.
They played, there's no doubt about it. Arsenal are a good football team, lad, and they give us a proper challenge yesterday. They might have been better than us, to be honest, overall, but they didn't win, and they're at home, so that's all we can do. We can only play to teams in front of us and get away with the results that we got, lads. We can't do anything else.
On a positive, Mohamed Salah has now scored 11 goals in 15 Premier League appearances against Arsenal. Only Harry Kane with 14 and Wayne Rooney with 12 have netted more against the Gunners in this competition.
Big game player, lad. Scores in all the big games, mate. That's who he is. That's his DNA. He's phenomenal. Like, even that first time finish, of course he should be finishing it, but he knows exactly where to be at the right time to get that ball. Exquisite, lad. Honestly, I can't say any more good words about him, lad. He's marvellous. He really is.
Yeah, I absolutely love the boy. And, hopefully he stays and, we have 3 or 4 more years left of Mo Salah. Arsenal fans think it was a pen, the Konate tackle on Martinelli.
I've already ranted loads, lad. I can't bother. He gets it with his trailing leg. Right? He wins the ball with his trailing leg, lad.
Listen to this tweet from Adam Rowe. He smashed it. Arsenal fans have lost their minds. This is what fighting for titles with City does to you. It's so funny to see it. They think Anthony Taylor was biased for Liverpool yesterday. He booked Slot for talking to Konate and gave a high foot against Gravenberch at waist height. Did you see what Slot said after? So he said to Ibu, it's a effing joke.
Yeah.
And then the 4th official has thought that Arne Slot has said, it's a effing joke to the ref. So he gets a yellow. He's now got 2. And if he gets one more, he gets a touchline. So he's got to be careful now.
I think, honestly, Arsenal fans, we're with you. Please, honestly, just align with us on this. We're trying to get behind us. We don't want City to win the league either. Of course we don't. Just understand that it's not you guys. You're not the victims here. Everybody's a victim to City. It's perfectly put by Adam Rowe there. This is what City challenges against City do. It's horrible, and you don't get decisions sometimes, and that's just the reality of it. What last season, lad, Doku volleyed Macher in the chest at Anfield in the last minute. No penalty, lads.
It is what it is. We've got to crack on. Look at this tweet. It says, injury hit Liverpool, missing Alisson, Jota, Elliot, Chiesa and Bradley. Can be very pleased with that point.
See how you can spin narratives? It's very easy to do. Keep your heads, yeah? You still have potential to climb up the league and potentially challenge still, so just don't be emotional about this.
Paddy Power tweeted as well, Gary Neville's commentary doesn't even hide how much he wants Liverpool to lose anymore. You have to admire it.
Yeah, when Arsenal scored, he was like, take that, Liverpool. And I was like, oh, you little grass. But like, you know what I mean? Like, that's just the way it is.
And then in the studio after, it was Carragher, Walcott and Keane.
You all agreed, by the way, that last goal shouldn't have stood.
Sure. But there was a great line from Roy Keane, wasn't there? Wow. Obviously, Carragher talking about how Gerrard is known as the best Liverpool player because he stayed for so long. That's why McManaman, who we met the other week, Michael Owen, aren't thought of in the same way because they left. And then Roy Keane says, if you want loyalty, get yourself a dog.
Fair play, lads.
It's fair play.
It's absolutely fair play.
Dogs are the most loyal. I was going to call them humans. They're not humans, but
creatures.
Just feels like a little human. But
dogs have been bred over thousands of years to be like that, lad. They are literally...
They listen to their master and they do it, well, not all the time.
Even like...
Don't eat the TV remote. Oh, he's eating the TV remote.
Like fucking ghost, lad. Dogs have developed features to be even cuter than that, round the noses, round the ears and stuff. Like, it's an actual DNA thing with it. Yeah.
They're so cute, bro. Yeah. And he's right, man. Get the loyalty up.
It's fair, like, it is fair. But I'd still like Trent to stay like that would be Sam, please. Can we have loyalty from him?
Yeah, let's have that a little bit if we can. Roy Keane says he's worried about Arsenal's mentality after the draw, and that's what we just spoke upon in terms of being emotional, reacting. You know, Arteta was giving it all that on the touchline once again. Do you know what? It's played like a derby, this game, isn't it? In the last few years, I don't think we've actually beaten Arsenal in 4 attempts now. But in the last few years...
I mean, we beat them in the FA Cup last year, but that one doesn't count apparently, so that's fine.
In the league, I mean. But it has been like a derby, this game.
Yeah, because they want to beat us, lad.
When are we playing these at Anfield?
I don't know, to be honest with you.
You speak, I'm going to get it up.
This is the thing, right? They've created a great team now. So they're playing with the top dogs, and Liverpool and City have been the top dogs. And now we're transitioning, so we're not as good as we were. So they want to beat us. They can smell blood against us. But you still
got
struggle to get results against us, lad. And if you're going to get a result against Liverpool, it's at the Emirates because you struggle at Anfield.
I've just looked at the fixture list, right?
Fixture list.
Yeah,
that's horrible.
Obviously, it's horrible up until Christmas, right? But then, 26th of April, Tottenham at home. 3rd of May, Chelsea away. 10th of May, Arsenal at home.
Yeah, and then we got City.
Brighton away, and then Palace last day of the season. The City game is
away
mid-February away. Yeah. I'm actually going to be in Thailand for that. I'm going to miss that, you know.
Like, no doubt about it, right? As Liverpool fans, I'm not expecting to win the league. Like, I'm not, lads. I'm just enjoying this ride with slots, watching nice football and competing at the top. Great, yeah. I'm not expecting us to win it. So if we don't, I'm not going to scream and shout and be frustrated about it. I'm just going to see what happens with this league. That's it, really, lad. I don't want anyone to clip me or be like, you think I'm going to win? Like, I'm frustrated with Arsenal because I've been in their shoes.
Yeah, we know how it feels to a worse extent than what they know.
And I just want you to calm down a little bit. And I shouldn't say that because I'm a scouser. Just chill out a little bit, yeah.
Calm down.
Just calm down. Just a little bit. And just think about this objectively, right? It's not you guys, you aren't the victim here. It's everybody that is in City. I really need them to understand this. I understand that you get bad decisions, but so do Liverpool. So do Wolves. So does everybody.
Wolves get it bad.
Like, honestly, like, everybody does. It's not just you guys. There is no agenda against you. It needs to stop, lad. Because the more you behave like this, the less you're focused on actually winning the league. And this is going to seep into your players and your managers and the culture around the club. Just stop it. Like, honestly, chill. Chill, Winston. Yeah? Yeah? Just chill out, boys. And ladies, it's going to be all right. You just play good football. Just let the team do its thing. Yeah?
Yeah, 100%.
I'm sorry that I'm
on
I'm
another positive, though, Mo Salah now is the 9th highest ever goal scorer in the Premier League.
And he will be higher come the end of his career with
of course
Liverpool,
he will.
without a doubt. I think he'll actually end up 4th.
If he scores 1 more, he's 8th. He goes above Robbie Fowler.
Yeah.
And then if he scores 12 more, he's 7th. And if he scores 14 more, he's 6th.
Yeah.
And if he scores 20 more, he's 5th. And then it just keeps going on. If he scores 23 more, he's 4th.
I think he'll finish behind Wayne Rooney.
Yeah, I think that's a good shout.
Yeah.
So right now, Alan Shearer top, Harry Kane, Wayne Rooney, Andy Cole, Do you know what? Andy Cole.
Brilliant. Bro,
What
Man
a
United
baller
were the
back
best
in the
team
day.
in the world for like
Sergio
10
Aguero,
years.
184.
Fair play.
Frank Lampard, 177.
That's incredible.
For a
That, you know,
midfielder, that's a
honestly,
joke.
that's impressive.
Thierry Henry, 175. Robbie Fowler, 163. So actually, Salah is joint 8th with Robbie Fowler right now.
Out of them top 10, no. Who do you think scored the most beautiful goals? I probably already know who that's going to be.
It would be Henry or Rooney.
Yeah. But then, do you know what? I don't understand how Dennis isn't there, you know, lad.
Bergkamp.
Yeah.
I can.
I honestly, his goals that he used to score, I watched a video yesterday of when he scored a hat-trick and all 3 of his goals were in the match of the day, goal of the season.
Was that against Leicester?
It might have been. And he does that one where he comes over the
Yeah. Oh, and then
he so one of them, he comes over the top, lad. He controls it with his right foot.
Yeah.
He goes to hit it with his left, but doesn't.
Kicks over
Thinks
his head.
it back, and then it goes on the deck and he slots it. And I was like, that is like...
No, he is an incredible footballer.
Unbelievable.
Incredible footballer. But now he's above Jermaine Defoe. Jermaine Defoe, actually, one of my favourite non-Liverpool players of all time. As is Thierry Henry.
It's like one of them Robbie Keane players, Jermaine Defoe, you know what I mean? Just them little dogged players that can score bloody everything. Defoe was better.
Defoe was better than Robbie Keane.
Well better, but like just a wonderful player to watch. Remember when he went to Rangers and scored that belter, lad, for Steven Gerrard?
And then, listen, won the league under Stevie G.
37 or
I
something
really
as well.
like Jermaine Defoe as a
Everyone loves
person.
him, yeah.
I've met him a few times, like really nice
Good
guy.
fella, lad.
So where do you think, this is a burning hot Kopic, where do you think that Mo Salah ends up by the time he leaves Liverpool? So let's just put it this way. He needs, and again, my maths isn't great, he needs 45 goals to go above Wayne Rooney in the Premier League.
I just want to change the wording, yeah? Not when he leaves Liverpool, when he finishes his career, because he's finishing it at Liverpool, yeah?
See, I don't think he will.
I do. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
fair enough.
No, he might not finish at Liverpool.
What is he going to do after football, do you reckon?
Honestly, I don't know, because he's just a
What's
football
Mo
man.
Salah
Isn't
up to, like, after a footy finishes?
I think he'll be a massive advocate in his country
like
for
a
different
humanitarian?
things. Yes,
Right.
I do, yeah. And I think,
Yeah.
I don't know, I think he's a stand-up fella, lad. He's an icon. He's not just a footballer, in my opinion. Like, what he's done for the world in his country and his religion, like, I think he's genuinely an exceptional human being, lad.
He's a hero. So, yeah, where do you think he ends up? I mean, how long would it take him to score those 4? Because if he scores those 45, he needs 7 to go above Harry Kane. And then we're talking about the second highest ever goal scorer.
I think it takes him this season and next season to get to the 45. Yeah, I think he's capable.
Well,
lad.
yeah, he's shown that over the years. He gets at least 20.
Well, right now.
He gets at least 20 every year. He's got 6 this season.
That's insane.
6 in 10,
And how many
6 in
assists?
11.
See, that's brilliant, lad.
3 or 4 assists as well.
Brilliant.
So where does Mo Salah end up on the all-time goal scorers list in the Premier League? Let us know. We are going to do a separate match preview for the Brighton game, but we'll touch on it briefly. Obviously, we play them twice in a week. Got to be up for it. We're going to have Ben Spalding, big Brighton fan from the Seagull Socials podcast. He's going to give us a little video to talk about how he feels before the game. But again, Brighton twice, and then next week, let's have a look. Who have we got? I always keep forgetting.
Honestly,
and then next Tuesday, bro, it's Leverkusen at Anfield, and then the Saturday, 8 o'clock fixture at home to the Villa. So it's actually after this away game at Brighton, it's 3 at home, sandwiched in between Southampton and then Real Madrid at home, and then Man City at home, and then Newcastle away, and then Everton away, and then Girona away, which I'm going to.
No,
so if there's anyone out there,
let me know. To get a point against Arsenal, right? When you consider
our
run,
for sure.
Yeah, we've got an incredible run of difficult games now, and Arsenal and Chelsea were the start of these games. Arsenal are a phenomenal team. We've just got a point away at their ground where we got beat last season, and we got beat the season before. This is progression for us. This is good, lad. Like, I'm happy with that going into these next games. Hate playing Brighton. Hate them. They're brilliant. They really are, and they've got our number sometimes, lad. We just can't seem to beat these. They're like a bogey team for us. And where is it? It's at Brighton.
Yeah. But they haven't been doing great this season. They did start off well. But there you go. So we're going to be doing a full match preview to that. Also, Man United lost. Did you think it was a penalty?
No.
No, I don't think it was either. But they lost, so fuck it. Doesn't matter. Tottenham lost.
There you go. Actually, there you go. Look, Arsenal. They're 14th, lad. You know what I mean? And they're not fighting for the title, and they still got.
Mate, Chelsea are 1 point behind Arsenal.
I know, you got to keep an eye on them. They're right on your heels, Arsenal.
And they're the only big team that won this weekend, and City, obviously. But Matisse is going to be giving it that chest.
I think everyone's got to worry about it, haven't they? Tech was just fuming yesterday on that stream, ain't he? Because of Matisse.
it.
I will smash this whole studio up, bro.
I saw it. But there you go, guys. Let us know what you thought to the game. Obviously, the fan cams are out. Go and watch them. We had a good old time outside the Emirates last night. I have the fan cam on AFTV as well. Almost kicked off a little bit outside there yesterday. I'll tell you about it after. But nothing to write home about. No, of course not. I think when a decision like that is so late, it does spill out.
You still got emotion and going out.
It spills out into the concourses and outside the ground. But anyway, Liverpool get the draw. We play Brighton next in the Cup. Stay tuned for the match preview. It's 2-2. We take the point and move on, Doyle, right?
Yeah, let's go.
Big up. Smash that like button. Get your comments in. If you're an audio listener, get your 5-star ratings in, please. If they had a 6-star rating, we could do that, but we don't. Because we've won the Champions. I said to Arsenal fans last night, how many Champions Leagues you won?
Yeah.
One guy come up to me and went, you must be buzzing with that. Playing the best team in the league, getting a draw. It feels like a win for you. I said, all right, how many Champions Leagues have you won?
The spite that comes out of the mouth, lad. It's like,
mad.
Can you just be accountable, lad?
It's mad. No, it was the ref's fault though, Doyle. Remember, it was the ref's fault.
4 points behind us and we're transitioning. We're not going to win the league. You're going backwards. Right, I'm just going to say this, right? 2 years ago, top of the league, right? 1 year ago, 1 point behind City. This year, exact same point of the season, 5 points behind City. Just saying.
Yep.
Like, you do the maths there, lads. You do whatever you need to. Yeah, you do whatever you need to because that's the reality of what's happening. Just saying.
Yeah. Right, there we go, people. Busy week on the Kop TV. Make sure you're following. Make sure you're subscribing. We've still got a mad piece of content coming out with 2 Liverpool players. It's getting the green light very soon when one of them comes back from injury. I'm sure you can guess who it is. But yeah, big up. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe. We're very close to 50k. We did reach the 47 mark over the weekend. Currently on 47.3. So please, let's get that right up to 50. If you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, that's me slapping your face. The wet fish. But yeah, big up to the guys, and we'll see you soon. We'll be back around this table next Monday for more of the same.
Yes,
all the best.